April 8th, 2024, Arkansas is in the path of totality for a solar eclipse event, and Searcy's right in the middle of it. So we're embracing this opportunity. The state of Arkansas is calling this the largest tourism event in history. And so we're expecting millions of people to descend on Arkansas and tens of thousands to come to Searcy.
The path of totality is going to come up from Mexico, go through Texas, Arkansas, into Illinois, Ohio, and up into the New England states. It is estimated that 32 million people will be in the path of totality, with many, many more millions living within a couple of hours drive. We're planning on having a NASA Day probably a few days before the April 8th actual solar eclipse event, where we're going to invite area school children to come on campus. We're going to highlight the history that Harding has with NASA going back to the early 60s, and give teachers some resources that they can actually use on the day of the eclipse for their classrooms to actually get out and be able to see this.
Harding University, anybody that studies here, that works here, we shop at the same stores for the most part. We walk the same parks, we drive the same roads. We want to be a humble and intricate part of the Searcy community. And so that's just who we are. We don't want to be seen as a separate entity. We're people. And there are other people in this city that we want to get to know and certainly engage in partnership services, programs, activities. We can do incredible things to enrich the lives of all citizens here in Searcy.
As a city, we're continuing to really lean into quality of life and what can we do to make it where families want to establish here, start businesses here, and grow here. And so that's something that's special to me. I have a family and 3 boys, and that's something that we've really leaned into. And so from the city side, we're looking at our park system. We're looking at connectivity like bike trails and walking paths, developing Riverside Park, for those that love outdoor adventure. So we're excited to see Harding continue to grow and Searcy to grow along with it.
Because we're in the path of totality, we want to welcome all of our alumni and students and faculty from all over the country to come and celebrate this with us and be able to see this.
We have various groups preparing for this opportunity. So we're going to have several community events, viewing parties. There's going to be places for people to pull up a camper. So we welcome the Harding community to come to Searcy, have a great time, and enjoy this natural event that doesn't happen very often.